Number 35 on our house inspection checklist is referring to gutters. If you have them, you will need to inspect them. If you don't, then skip it and go on to the next one. However, if you do, check all of the downspouts, all of the connections, and make sure that they are connected. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to make sure that your gutters are draining the water at least 5 feet away from the house. It's not going to do you much good to have a gutter that is draining 1 foot away from the building foundation, because guess where all the water is going to be going. So the main objective with gutters isn't just to keep the water off of you while you're walking into and out of the building. It is to keep the water that lands on the roof and to get it off of the building and get it away from the building as far as possible. Now, what about cleaning our gutters? This is something that you might need to do more than once a year. So if you live in an area where there are plenty of trees, you might need to clean your gutter out once a month. If you live in an area where there aren't any trees, you might not ever need to clean your gutter out. But make sure that they are maintained and cleaned out regularly. Now, what if a gutter wasn't installed properly? This could create problems for your roof framing and your fascia board, your roof overhang system. Now, I'm going to use my hands here to give you an idea. Let's just say that the metal on your roof, the water's draining off the roof here, and you have metal. Hopefully you have metal. If you don't have metal and you just have your gutters there, you could be in for another problem. So if you have metal, and this is a drip edge is what it's referred to, and usually this distance here is about 1.5 inches, but it could be over 2 inches. The gutter should go underneath the roof edging, which the roof edging, by the way, would be right up against the fascia board at the edge of the building, the bottom of the building. The gutter needs to go under this. It cannot go in front of it. If it goes under it, the water will drip off of this and then go down in the gutter and take off. Now, if the gutter is over this, it's not under it. I'm sorry there, I'm getting a better idea. If it's over it like this, the water is just going to leak in between the metal and the gutter. And that's going to basically make your gutter almost useless because the water isn't going to be going into the gutter and away from the building. So inspect your gutters to make sure that they are installed correctly and that there is enough lap over the gutter and the metal. Otherwise, you will need to make the repairs. If you don't fix this and you live in an area where there is constant moisture on your roof, and a lot of times down by the beach, these homes have moisture dripping off of their roofs until about 10 o'clock in the morning. And how do I know this? Because I did some siding on a house and I was constantly getting barraged by moisture until about 10 o'clock in the morning. So again, this isn't every house, what I'm talking about here. And this isn't every house that's by the beach. This is only this house that I'm talking about, but it could be your home. If you live in a condition like that, and you have a constant supply of water dripping off of your roof onto your gutters or behind your gutters, you could end up with an area that remains moist most of the day, where your wood fascia board is, where the roof overhang is and the gutter attaches to. You could end up with a problem, and if it isn't fixed within a certain amount of time, you're going to be replacing your gutters and your fascia board. So think about that while you're doing an inspection on your gutters. If you own a house, you should inspect it regularly. But how can you inspect a home if you don't know what to look for? If you're not looking for a complicated checklist or something that wasn't written in a language that you can't understand anyway, do yourself a favor and visit this website today. The most valuable investment you have must be protected and inspected.